Hey there, it's Lewis. It's 59 days in, and that makes it officially halfway done with the half marathon training. Now I know I said yesterday that was my last run of the day, but I decided to do one more to sort of, commemorate the occasion. So I'm going nice and slow so I don't get hurt. Just wanted to talk a minute about how the first couple of months has gone and what I'm hoping to do for the second half of the training. I think it's gone pretty well so far, but there have been some things that I've really struggled with. The first one is just that feeling of, am I actually getting better? Am I actually making a difference? That one's been hard because there have been a bunch of times where it feels like I'm just seeing setbacks. If I look at some of the statistics, it really looks like I'm not getting any better. So the second one is injuries. I was injured twice, about 3 weeks apart, and each one took about a week to rehab from. And those are just so hard because it's so demotivating. It's so derailing. It's just really hard to deal with. Next is the sort of hit a plateau with my weight training. I've always been able to bulk up pretty quick, and that's not really happening right now. And the last thing is my weight loss has just not progressed very quickly. As you can imagine, that's not real inspiring, but it is what it is. So all of these things have sort of the same root cause, or not root cause, but the struggle with all of them is very similar in that it's just hard to stay motivated when things don't seem like they're going your way. When you're very first starting out, everything is exciting, and you can get some pretty unrealistic expectations of how it's all gonna go, how quickly you might progress, and if it doesn't actually happen that way, then it can feel like you're not doing things right, that it's just not working right. That's not to say that I've felt bad this whole time. I've actually felt really good for almost all of it. But the times when I don't feel good, the times when I'm not feeling motivated, have been pretty hard. So I have felt like I needed to come up with a way to deal with them. And I kind of like to nerd out a little bit over metrics. So I thought that might be a good way to deal with all this stuff would be to find some new metrics to track. Maybe find some that actually show progress. So I dug through my Garmin app to try and figure something out that would work. And basically what I found is a whole bunch of really cool things, but none of them really give me what I was looking for. And I think that's sort of the nature of a major fitness change, is that these things don't come very quickly. It takes time to make a change, and it takes time to snowball all of that effort into something bigger. So what I found is that, and not in the Garmin app, but in a book that I started reading, is that the zone 2 workout, where your heart rate is in zone 2, is a place where your body sort of forces the mitochondria to duplicate and to become more efficient. And since the mitochondria is what produces energy for our cells, that means we can create more energy more efficiently. I did a pretty deep dive on this, and it looks like once you get out of zone 2, you don't really follow that same process. Your body isn't creating more mitochondria anymore. That's something that my workouts have really been missing. Most of my workouts have been in the zone 3 and 4 range, and I think what that means, based on everything I've been seeing, is that I've been missing out on all of this energy creation growth. The other side of that is that by retraining those mitochondria, we are also helping them to burn fat more efficiently. And so I think that's at least part of the reason why I haven't seen the weight loss that I've wanted to. Although it hasn't been terrible, I think it could have been better. So March is going to be all about zone 2 training, which means I'm going to have to go slower, but I think I can do it. I think I can get myself to go slower. As dumb as that sounds, it feels really hard, but that's a big chunk of the reason why I came out today, was to be able to do a little bit longer time in zone 2. So I don't want to change the workout plan that I'm doing. I think it's been working well, but I can sort of reformat how hard I'm running in each of those workouts so that it's just a little bit different. Most of what I've been doing has just been to run it as hard as I think I can without getting injured. So going forward for March, the plan is going to be to change my weekday workouts. What those normally are is about 20 minutes of running with some drills in the middle. And basically what I'm going to do is change that 20 minutes of running so that it's a lot lighter. So I'm really staying in zone 2, which is hard because I've got to do a pretty fair amount of walking and then jogging at a really low pace. But again, I think I can do it. When I get to those drills in the middle, I'm going to push those drills a lot harder than I have been, which should be doable because I'll theoretically have more energy in the middle of the run. When I get to my Saturday workouts, those have been the long workouts, and my plan for those is to run those at a 3 or 4 heart rate zone, sort of just like what I've been doing now, but maybe try to increase the pace a little bit depending on the length of the run. And I think I should be able to do that without getting injured, because the rest of the week the run pace will be a lot slower. So I think that this is overall a strategy that can work, that can keep me from getting injured, which is still the most important thing, and will also help me to get maybe a little bit better strength and energy to run faster in the future. I know it's not going to happen overnight, but I think with some time training like this, it'll make a difference. So I've got 2 months left before the half marathon. I'm really excited about this new plan for March, and if it seems to be working well, I'll carry it right on through to the end. So I think a change like this is just what I need to keep my motivation up, to keep the excitement up, and to be able to just make it feel like something new, something exciting, and things are happening. I don't know how that works for you, but that definitely makes a difference for me in keeping me invested. So I'm looking forward to the next 2 months. I'm excited about the new plan. I'm feeling good about all of this. All right, that's it for me. I'd love to hear what you're working on, what your training goals are, or if you've got suggestions that I should be working on. All right, get out there, do something healthy for yourself. Make it a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.